and Gus Johnson. Guys.
All right, Rob, thank you very much. Owen Field, Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And we're ready for a serious match coming out of the Big 12 as the Oklahoma Sooners prepare to take the field, ranked 15th in the nation, as they take on the undefeated and 10th ranked Red Raiders of Texas Tech. Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson, along with the great communicator, Charles Davis. And welcome to Norman, where this game today, folks, features two terrific coaches. Bob Stoops at Oklahoma is a legend. He led them to the 2000 National Championships and 8 BCS bowl games. Meanwhile, for Texas Tech, they bring back one of their own. Cliff Kingsbury has brought innovation, he's brought intensity, and he's brought swagger to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Guns are up in Lubbock.
He's reunited their fan base. He's remade this team in his own image. Fast, aggressive, quick striking on both sides of the ball. Their unofficial motto, fortune favors the bold. And he is bold in everything he does and wants his team to play exactly that way. For Bob Stoops at Oklahoma, he has to look across the field and realize that that team at Texas Tech is a lot like his past teams at Oklahoma. His current team he likes a lot, but he's wanting to know, will they play like the teams of the past at Oklahoma? Will they be fast, quick striking, marauding, that same bunch of Oklahoma Sooners that he used to coach?
Oklahoma 6-1, 3-1 in Big 12 play. They'll have a bye next week, and then another tough one against Baylor. But first, they've got to get by Texas Tech. Here comes Coach Stoops, and here come the Sooners. Tech, OU, next on Fox. And welcome back to Fox College Football, presented by Geico. After an hour and 15-minute rain delay or weather delay, we are ready for football here in Norman Blake Bell. Ready to take the field, but Texas Tech won the toss and they've elected to receive. Time now to join the third member of our team on the sideline. Here's Christina Pink.
Thanks, Gus. Well, during that delay, some of the OU offensive linemen decided to watch film. They took it as an extra 75 minutes to prepare for the game. Other players watched TV. Some just listened to music. Now, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, they're well rested. A lot of players told me they took naps during the delay. Other players got taped and then had to get untaped because it took so long. They also snacked on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Now, 2 years ago, Texas Tech won a game that was delayed 2 hours here in Norman. They also snacked on PB&J then, so maybe they're thinking that's their lucky sandwich, Gus.
No doubt about it, Christina. And the weather, scattered thunderstorms in the early to mid-afternoon, turning to showers in the evening, lightning in the area for the next 6 or so hours. So this game starts after an hour and 15-minute delay. As you take a look at the series history, Oklahoma leads. However, in the last 8 meetings, Tech and OU 4-4. Bradley Marquez, Jakeem Grant, ready to return it for Texas Tech, undefeated, ranked number 10 in the BCS. But this is their first major challenge of the season on the road against OU. So we're underway from Norman. And Tech will bring it out of the end zone. Grant at the 20-yard line. Gets to the 25, finally knocked out of bounds. Shy of the 30, a 28-yard return. Derek Woods ushers him out of bounds. Let's take a look at our high-performance players.
Tight end for Texas Tech, Jason Morrow, maybe the best in the country, has been on fire lately. Eric Ward, their senior receiver, has the size and strength to make plays down the field, breaking tackles. For Oklahoma, Aaron Colvin, their cover corner, they need a big game out of him. And Julian Wilson, coming back from injury last week against Kansas, he may be the guy that has to shadow Jason Morrow during this game.
So Davis Webb will get the start at quarterback, freshman from Prosper, Texas. He started the last 2 games since coming in for an injured Baker Mayfield versus Kansas, and has thrown for 400 yards in each game. And on first down, he completes the pass to Eric Ward, the senior from Wichita Falls, Texas, and that's a gain of 5. So what do you see when you look at Davis Webb?
What I see is a young man who's extremely confident in his abilities. He's a young kid who's been a coach's son and loves the game of football and is getting more comfortable with each passing game.
On 2nd and 6. Incomplete. Webb overthrowing Aaron Ward.
He's also a guy who plays with a chip on his shoulder, Gus. You know why? He didn't win the job coming out of camp. Was very upset by that, but went back to work. Baker Mayfield beat him out for the start in the first game. But that didn't deter him. Continued to prepare every game as if he were going to be the starter.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 at the 32. Webb to throw, under pressure, and tapped out. Terrific pressure by the striker. Aaron Stryker, the sophomore from Sefter, Florida, with the sack. And Texas Tech 3 and out to start.
And this is the difference here between Davis Webb and Baker Mayfield. Mayfield a little more elusive, gets out of the pocket a little bit better. Webb is not known as a very strong runner, and Aaron Stryker runs him down from the backside.
Ryan Erxleben in to punt it away for Texas Tech. He stands at the 12-yard line. Jalen Saunders back deep, signals for the fair catch, and has it at the 44. So great field position for OU for their opening drive as we take a look at our high-performance players.
Expect a heavy run volume from Oklahoma today. They'll be led by their senior center and All-American Gabe Ikard. Brennan Clay will represent all the running backs who will get their carries today. And don't forget, Blake Bell figures into that. On defense, Kerry Hyder moves over to the nose and is having a strong senior season. And Will Smith, their linebacker, he gobbles up everything inside.
So here comes the Belldozer. Blake Bell, 4-1 since taking over as a starting quarterback over redshirt freshman Trevor Knight. Last week against Kansas, 15 of 25, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. And he'll run it on 1st down. The Belldozer. Expect him to run it 20 times. That's what Josh Heupel told him. And on 1st down, he'll gain 18. Will Smith with the tackle.
They go right out of an empty set to vacate the middle area, and he makes the first tackler, Trey Porter, the safety, miss. Not known as the most nimble runner, he shows it on that play and then uses his strength to pick up additional yardage.
Folks, Blake Bell is 6'6", 252 pounds.
False start. Offense, number 48. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Aaron Ripkowski, backup fullback, junior from Dayton, Texas.
Expect him to be on the field a lot today, Gus. Look for 48 Ripkowski and 33 Miller to be on the field. A lot of the times, the 2 fullbacks will be on the field, and that's essentially a 2 tight end formation for Oklahoma. They don't line up in the traditional spots, but they are the lead blockers.
Diamond formation, and they'll hand it to Miller around the right side. He's coming in, and Miller gets past the original line of scrimmage. Now, when you look at those fullbacks, Miller is 6'2", 253, a senior, and Ripkowski is 6'1", 254. So expect Oklahoma to really try to lean on this Texas Tech defense.
And we see that Miller will occasionally get a carry. He is their best player on offense. He does everything. He's like the ultimate chess piece. Use him everywhere. Blocker, receiver, runner. He does it all.
Empty backfield for the Belldozer. And he'll run it. Bell gets close to the 35. Sam McGuavin, the middle linebacker, comes up with the tackle after a 1-yard gain.
Now here's where Oklahoma has had their struggles this year. Against Texas, they were 3rd and 8 most of the time on their 3rd downs. 7 of 14 last week against Kansas on 3rd down, but this is a much better defense that they're facing this week. So Oklahoma has to ring the bell on 3rd down with Blake Bell throwing the football.
And they face a Tech defense that's #1 in the Big 12 and 10th in FBS in 3rd down defense. 3rd down and 8 at the 36. And a timeout called by OU, their first. 11:48 to play, 1st quarter. Oklahoma trying to drive. Fox College Football is sponsored by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Welcome back. Let's check out today's Nissan Heisman Watch.
Jameis Winston winning big at Florida State today. Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football, won big at Vanderbilt. Sean Mannion and Brandon Cooks, the most dynamic duo in the nation. They play tonight against Stanford. And Marcus Mariota, he and his Ducks welcome in UCLA tonight. Mariota might be the Heisman frontrunner But Johnny football is still awfully tremendous.
Third down and 8 at the 36-yard line. Maybe 4-down territory for OU. Here's the option. And the pitch. Great play. Oh, he gets crushed. Beautiful pursuit and tackle on the far sideline as Pete Robertson clobbered Brennan Clay.
Could not have played that any better because he played it as an outside linebacker, took away any chance of a cutback, pinned him to the sideline, and then rocked him with the tackle, and now sets up a long field goal.
So Michael Honeycutt, whose career long is 53 yards against Kansas State in 2011. His long of the season, 54 yards. This one from 52 yards away.
Texas Tech takes their first time out of the half. 30 seconds.
So now as we set this thing up, Gus, as you pointed out, Honeycutt has the leg, but it's been 2 seasons since we've seen it this far, right? Now we've got a long field goal attempt, a 50-plus yard attempt. His long for the season this year is 44. But you pointed it out already. He has the leg. He kicked it in 2011. It's just that Oklahoma hasn't attempted a 50-plus yard field goal in 2 seasons now. This will be the first one since 2011.
Mike Stoops knows that he needs points every possession. Honeycutt, last year against Texas Tech, made a 33-yarder and a 42-yarder. He's hit 10 in a row, so he's hot. This one from 52 yards away. Good snap. And blocked at the line of scrimmage. Loose ball. And Texas Tech. Cliff Kingsbury's team coming up with a huge play there. And they'll have it close to midfield.
Big games, those are the types of plays that can turn the tide. And when you're trying a long field goal, you often kick it low to begin with. And look at the pressure. Kerry Hyder, number 91, makes the first big play of the game.
Baylor received their highest BCS rank ever at number 8. Texas Tech returned to the top 10, and Oklahoma at 15 received their lowest opening rank since 2009. The Big 12 has 4 schools in the top 20, Oklahoma State 19. And the Cowboys on the road today defeating Iowa State. And they'll take on Texas Tech next week in Lubbock. 1st and 10 at the 47 for Davis Webb. And here's the reverse. And a reverse pass, no. They decide to run it. Jakeem Grant with the lane, and he'll get to the 36. A 14-yard gain. Frank Shannon, the middle linebacker, with the tackle.
Nicely done by Jakeem Grant because he recognized that Marquez was covered downfield by Aaron Colvin. That was good poise because oftentimes on those plays, when you reverse it, he throws it no matter what. Nice decision by Grant.
Trips at the top of your screen. They'll go underneath to Jakeem Grant. Grant still running. And he'll cross the 35. And Dule with the tackle. But Tech on their second series driving the football after taking it at midfield.
The blocked field goal helps energize the offense. They come right out with a big play attempt that Grant turned into a run and then came right back to him with a pass.
2nd and 4 at the 34. Well, they'll sling it out. Flag on the play. And this is Sadale Foster.
And that should go down as a running play. That was a pure lateral with 2 blockers out in front. That might as well have been a toss sweep if he'd been under center like the old style football.
Personal foul, tripping, offense, number 75. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, replay 2nd down.
That's a center, Jared Castor.
There's Castor right in the middle, dealing with Jordan Wade over the top. He bugs into him, and right there, he's starting to hook his ankle as he's down on the ground.
So they'll back it up, 2nd down and 20. At the Oklahoma 49-yard line. Empty backfield for Webb. Out of the gun. With time. Webb in trouble, and he goes down for the 2nd time. and it's Stryker again. 2 sacks already for Eric Stryker.
And what he does coming around the corner, Gus, dealing with LaRaven Clark, number 62, is he forces Webb to step up into the pocket and right into the waiting arms. It looks like Gino Grissom, I believe, 85 on the bottom of that pile. Stryker's speed around the corner, evident early in this game.
A loss of 6. 3rd down and 26 at the 45. Play fake. Webb looking and incomplete. DeAndre Washington, the intended receiver, and a flag. A late flag, which may go against OU.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 26, 15-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
Absolutely not needed there, and that's the freshman Jordan Evans, the linebacker. No need at all for that play. The ball's already gone. No need to lay the hit, and it's a dead ball foul, which advances it and gives Texas Tech a 1st down. They should have been getting off the field after that play. A 3rd down stop negated by a play that was not necessary. A lot of excitement early in this game. That's a youngster, a true freshman on the field, Jordan Evans.
So Oklahoma giving Texas Tech new life. Here's the handoff. No, play fake. They go up top. And intercepted. Colvin. Did he hold on? Yes. Aaron Colvin. Looking like a wide receiver. And Oklahoma has it again. Great energy in Norman this afternoon. The Oklahoma defense hell-bent to stop this high-powered air raid, and they're doing it so far. Take a look back, folks. When Tech came to Norman in 08, they had their highest-ranked team ever in BCS, but Sam Bradford threw for over 300 yards and 4 TDs. DeMarco Murray ran for 2 TDs, and number 5 OU put up 65 big ones en route to a huge Big 12 victory. And their defense looking strong to start.
They're number 1 in the nation, number 1 to Big 12 in pass defense. Number 1 in the nation, giving up less than 150 yards per game. They showed it on the last series.
And they'll hand it off on 1st down. Damian Williams trying to give this OU offense a little breathing room, and he'll get close to the 5-yard line. They can do more 2-yard pickup.
And it's got to be personal now for the Oklahoma offensive line. All right, they're backed up. Not likely to want to throw the ball much out of their own end zone. Can they find a way to grind out a couple of 1st downs and at least help field position against what is expected to be a loaded box of Texas Tech?
2nd down and 8 at the 4. Blake Bell rolling out. Bell throws, and they just dump it out of play.
So far early in this game, I think both defensive lines are playing pretty darn well. You know, you're not seeing a lot of things given up. First couple of runs from Oklahoma, yes. Since then, Texas Tech has stiffened a little bit. On the other side, Oklahoma, their defensive line, a lot of pressure in the face of the young quarterback of Texas Tech, Davis Webb.
3rd down and 8 at the 4. Bell.
Proud of the snap. Delay a game. Offense. Half the distance from the goal. 3rd down.
Bob Stoops not happy. His offense a little jittery. Inside their own 5-yard line.
It backs them up a little more. Makes you wonder if Josh Heupel, the offensive coordinator, wants to change the play call, because he was throwing the ball in that situation. Does he change it now? Come up with a draw or some type of a safe run and punt it out of there rather than give up a big play if a turnover occurs.
Heupel won the national championship as a starting quarterback for OU in 2000. And Oklahoma calls a timeout. And that's their 2nd. 8:27 to play, first quarter. Back right after this. Fox College Football is sponsored by ADT, always there. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 and Galaxy Gear. And visit ADT.com/sports to enter for a chance to win an ADT security and home automation system. Third down and 8 at the 4 for Blake Bell. No penalties in the game so far. Brennan Clay lines up in the backfield with Bell. Here's Bell to throw it. Underneath and caught. Jalen Saunders picks up a first down, and his forward progress will mark it at the 20-yard line. On 3rd and 8, they get 17.
And that is a huge play, not just for the first down, but for the confidence of Blake Bell and the confidence of Oklahoma's receivers in Blake Bell. Easy throw, it appears, from the stands, but that's a stick throw. Got to put it right on Jalen Saunders. He does. He turns upfield for the big gain for a first down.
At the 21. Brennan Clay lines up as the pistol back. And they'll give it to him straight ahead with running. He crosses the 25 up to the 27. Tech says the ball was loose. And the Red Raiders have it. First turnover of the game. Brennan Clay coughing it up.
Let's see how this play ends. Nice hold. There's Ripkowski, 48, helping open it. Right there, an excellent hit by Trey Porter, number 5. Hat directly on the football, knocking it free. No question this ball's out before he's coming down to the ground. Ball is now loose. The scramble occurs, and Tech gets it. Looks right there like number 24, Bruce Jones, is on the spot.
So the first turnover of the day for Oklahoma. Texas Tech threw an interception to Aaron Colvin, so each team with 1 now. And Tech takes over at the OU 26.
And they haven't found Jason Morrow just yet.
That ball incomplete. Intended for DeAndre Washington. And each team, I know we had a 1 hour and 15-minute weather delay. Each team looks a little out of sync to start.
We got an excellent report from our colleague Christina Pink about what both teams did to pass the time. But think about all the extra emotion and pent-up deal. Aaron Colvin running over his head coach, who doesn't mind because he wants that to be their ball. He thinks it's a lateral, but the official on the play signaled incomplete pass immediately.
The ruling on the field was an incomplete forward pass. The previous play is under further review.
See, what Coach Stoops is saying is that it was a lateral. But the official on the play never hesitated, called it a forward pass immediately. They're going to take a look now, as we are. That ball was tipped, I believe, by Stryker, number 19. I think this is a forward pass. I don't see where this is going to come back and be ruled a lateral. That ball was being thrown towards the line, towards the line of scrimmage by Davis Webb when the ball was altered on its path by a tip. To me, this is a forward pass and an incomplete pass. See, Stryker doesn't get blocked. That ball appeared to be tipped by him, and that altered the path, which turned it into looking like a lateral. But that ball is thrown forward. See the tip there by Stryker. Ball hits off of DeAndre Washington, but that official right there, the line judge, Walt Coleman, was on it immediately and was emphatic that that was an incomplete pass, not a lateral.
I don't know, Charles, if that ball was thrown forward.
I think it was thrown forward, Gus. I think when you look at it from the angle from the back from the quarterback, you can see it going forward.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Incomplete forward pass.
All right, you were right.
I was right in terms of what I thought they would call. Now, You know, but Oklahoma's going to say it still looks like a lateral to them. But here's the deal. That guy right there, number 19, Eric Stryker, if he doesn't get blocked today, he's going to make a whole lot of big plays. They tried to chop him on the last play, couldn't get him on the ground, thus his hands were in the passing lane.
Second down and 10 at the 26 for Texas Tech. Here's Webb, gets it away, broken up at the last moment. And a flag, Gabe Lynn, defensively.
Lynn running with Jakeem Grant, and see he's got a hand on the inside on the jersey of Grant, and that's where the flag came into play. See that? Got a full hold on him, all cloth, no question about that call, and the inside official had a perfect view.
Pass interference. Offense number 11. 15-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Well, actually, they're going to call this against Jakeem Grant.
I need to see that one again and see where Grant was involved with his hands early, because that was full cloth with a hand on the jersey of the receiver.
Cliff Kingsbury, 34 years old, third youngest coach in FBS. First coach in Big 12 history to start his career 7-0. But this is their first major test. Second and 25 to the sideline. Ball caught, but there to bring him down is Zach Sanchez as Eric Ward makes the reception.
You know, Gus, that hour and 15 delay sometimes can blunt the enthusiasm of teams. I think today it just ratcheted it up on both sides.
For a 4-yard gain, third down and 21 at the 36. They need to go to the 16 for first down. Two on the play clock. They get it away. Webb up the sideline and incomplete. No flag intended for Eric Ward. And that one thrown a little bit too far.
Good coverage up at the top. I believe that's Zach Sanchez, number 15. Had the receiver pinned to the sideline. Unable to complete that pass. Excellent coverage by the corner.
So Erxleben comes back on. He's the son of Russell Erxleben, who kicked for the University of Texas, as well as in the NFL with the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. So it's in his genes.
Russell Erxleben was one of the early monster kickers, Gus. A first round, may I say it again? A first round draft choice when he came out of Texas by the New Orleans Saints. They thought he would handle their kicking and their punting. And it turned out the kicking didn't go very well. He became a punter in the NFL.
So his baby boy will punt it from the Oklahoma 48. Good snap. Here's a Darren Bennett. Aussie rules end-over-end kick, and it is in the end zone. 6:43 to play in the first quarter. No score.
Wow. That's horrible.
No score, 6:43 to play in the first quarter. Texas Tech undefeated at 7-0, ranked 10th in BCS. And Oklahoma 6-1. Sooners with the football at their own 20. First down. Damian Williams running the right. Tries to get outside. Nothing doing. Austin Stewart, who started at safety today, he'll play some linebacker as well. Terrence Bullitt, the normal starting right outside linebacker, has a tender shoulder.
So he'll fill in both places. He's starting as safety for J.J. Gaines, who also has a shoulder injury. Austin Stewart came to Texas Tech, was a safety initially, moved up to linebacker recently, and now back to safety.
The loss of one. Second and 11. Roy Finch, the senior, checks in. Here's Blake Bell under pressure, and he'll skip that ball to Sterling Shepard.
So often in this game, Gus, we talk about the importance of third down. Who's going to win on third down? What we often don't talk about is winning first and second down, because third down is often won by those gains or non-gains on those two downs. It's 3rd and 11. So Texas Tech has obviously won the first 2 downs to set themselves up well for this 3rd down call.
Bell steps up in the pocket, wants to run it, dumps it off too high. Intended for Neal, the sophomore from St. Louis. And Oklahoma forced to punt.
He has the opportunity, but he gets caught betwixt and between. Do I run it or do I throw it? And when he paused to just dump it off, it's often like a pitcher who fields a slow roller, like we'll see in the World Series, and doesn't really put enough on it, and the ball gets away from him. That lob turns into an overthrow.
Jed Barnett punting from the 5. Gets it away and drives his football. Jordan Davis backpedaling, picks it up at the 25. He's got a wall in front of him. Davis still running, gets close to midfield. He'll be downed at the 49. A 56-yard punt and a 24-yard return. Tony Feo with the tackle on special teams. Now tonight, it's game 3 of the World Series as the scene shifts to St. Louis, where Jake Peavy is scheduled to take the mound for the Sox. Joe Kelly and the Cardinals try to defend their home field. Coverage of World Series Game 3 begins tonight at 7:30 Eastern on Fox.
I don't think Joe Kelly will be in any pregame stare downs for this one. He'll be in the bullpen warming up.
First down and 10 to the 49. Here's Kenny Williams trying to get through the hole at midfield. Gabe Lynn chops him down defensively for OU. Now, for Oklahoma, since losing defensive tackle Jordan Phillips and linebacker Corey Nelson to season-ending injuries, Oklahoma has been gouged for 440 combined rushing yards the last 2 weeks by Texas and Kansas.
3 different backs gained over 100 yards individually.
Well, near side, that ball thrown high, intended for Bradley Marquez.
And you bring up a question there, Gus, by that stat. Oklahoma struggled a bit this year since they moved to a 3-man defensive front versus heavy offensive units, extra blockers, fullbacks, extra offensive linemen. And that's not Texas Tech's style. So Oklahoma may catch a break today and not see much of that.
Let's see if Mike Stoops, the defensive coordinator for Oklahoma, brings the pressure on 3rd down and 9. 2 sacks already for the Sooners.
Fine striker, right?
Here's Webb, gets it away, and he throws up Peavy. Jakeem Grant with an 18-yard gain. He found a crease and a first down for the Red Raiders. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Webb, incomplete. Intended for Bradley Marquez. That one thrown high. Aaron Colvin defensively for OU.
How about that throw on 3rd down by Davis Webb? And there's Mike Stoops, the defensive coordinator, trying to figure out what to do with this Texas Tech unit. Striker's been unleashed early, but they were able to get the last pass away on 3rd down to Grant for the big first down.
2nd down and 10 at the 32. Webb in the flats, Kenny Williams still running, and Kenny Williams gets to the 20. Great balance. Quentin Hayes finally brings him to the turf after a 12-yard pickup.
Running backs of Texas Tech are built to gain yardage after contact. Williams, 225 pounds of hard-charging running back.
Williams running it again. Cuts inside. And he'll gain a couple. Gabe Lynn defensively.
Early in this game, Gus, it seems like Texas Tech was going to run the ball enough just to keep the attention of Oklahoma. As we look at their red zone possessions, 88% scoring percentage. But most of the time they want to throw it, even if it swings to their backs, and let them pick up the yardage that way.
2nd down and 8 at the 18. Webb, quarterback draws. Webb bounces it outside. Gonna get to the end zone. Oh, he gets destroyed at the 5. Zach Sanchez decleated him, but it's a 14-yard gain for the freshman.
Big hit, but Webb had bounced off Torier Peterson, number 94, to gain the additional yards before taking the big shot from Sanchez.
First down and goal at the 4. Williams. And a submarine down to the 2.
The big run by Webb should have been put down on the initial contact by Peterson, but he bounced off the young freshman and put them in scoring position.
Second down and goal. They mark it at the 3. Kenny Williams, the pistol. Davis Webb will pitch it to him. Williams throws it. Touchdown Tech. Eric Ward. Kenny Williams really sold out on that play.
Terrific job selling the run, then throwing it. But I wonder about the catch. Watch the back foot, and let's see if it came down in bounds or not. Great job, as you described, of Williams to selling it. There's the catch. You see the back foot there is going to be the key. Let's see if the first one's down. Yes, he's fine. He's fine. I thought he might have come down on the back part in the white, but nope. Excellent call, play, execution, touchdown, Texas Tech.
High snap handled, and the extra point good. So with 3 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Texas Tech goes on a 9-play, 51-yard drive. They score in 2:06 to take a 7-0 lead on the road. Cliff Kingsbury. In Lubbock, they say, our coach is hotter than yours. Matinee idol at 34 years old on the sideline. And his team playing some good ball to start. Mike Stoops, different story.
It's interesting watching these teams, Gus, because when I watch Texas Tech play, they look a lot like how Oklahoma played in years past. Now, that's a tough thing to say about a team that's 6-1 about Oklahoma. They still play with joy and enthusiasm. But the way this Texas Tech team attacks reminds me a lot of OU in years gone by.
4th touchdown of the season for Eric Ward.
Thank you.
And the Red Raiders send it away. Oklahoma elects to bring it out. Roy Finch gets to the sideline. Finch runs it back. And a terrific run by the senior scat back as he crosses the 35 and gets close to the 37. And they'll mark it at the 35. To Blake Bell, who has looked iffy to start this game, especially throwing the ball. 1 of 4, 17 yards. He'll start from his own 35-yard line. Empty backfield. Here's Bell setting up his blocks and runs it and will get to the 40. So a 5-yard gain.
Second time this game, Gus, that we've seen Oklahoma motion to an empty set and go to a quarterback run. The first play of the game was a pure quarterback draw. This time is more of a quarterback run, pulling offensive linemen, more of a power run. So anytime they go empty, if you're Texas Tech, as they try and vacate, they should think about Blake Bell running the football.
Bell, 3 carries, 24 yards to start. 2nd and 5. Damian Williams. And he'll pick up 2 yards. Bruce Jones makes the stop as he got in the backfield.
Texas Tech the last 2 weeks, 100 and 101 plays run. Incumbent upon Oklahoma to take care of the football, possess the football, get first downs as we look at the offensive plays today. 19-13 thus far. Try and give their defense a little bit of rest as Texas Tech comes at them.
Darrell Williams, the right tackle, back in the game after losing his hat. Blake Bell draws again. Tries to push the ball forward. I don't know.
Could be a little short, I believe. And again, motion to empty. Quarterback run game up the middle. I know Oklahoma wants to go, but Gus, no way. Punt it.
Fans not happy with the call. Remember, they had Landry Jones here, who threw the ball all over the field. Now with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jones had 2 touchdown passes in the game in Lubbock last year when Oklahoma won it 41-20. From the 10-yard line, Jordan Davis, and he's wrestled down at the 11. Now let's go to Patrick O'Neill in Los Angeles for a Lowe's Never Stop Improving game break.
Gus, thank you. All right, number 9, Clemson at College Park taking on Maryland. And, of course, Clemson coming off that humiliating loss to FSU. Little revenge. Taj Boyd, Jordan Leggett, touchdown. They're in the 3rd quarter. Kind of a close game right now, 16-7. Gus and Charles, back to you.
All right, Patrick, that's a really beat-up Maryland team that they're playing right now, but you figured there'd be a little bit of a malaise for Clemson after that, a little bit of a hangover. Looks like they may find a way to survive it.
Texas Tech starts at their own 12. Davis Webb, 5 of 11, 44 yards, and an interception. And they run it. This time it's Dale Foster who lined up as a tailback. A lot of guys get to touch the football at Texas Tech.
And one guy who hasn't touched it yet, Jason Morrow, number 22, their leading receiver.
Staying on the ground, DeAndre Washington close to the first down. There's Amaro, the leading receiver among tight ends in the nation, projected as a 1st or 2nd round NFL draft pick. Has a career-high 9 catches 5 weeks in a row. And had 8 the week before that. 3rd down and short. Red Raiders need a yard. And again, Washington stumbling forward.
Good balance by DeAndre Washington because he was hit in the backfield. And there's a chance for this play to be spilled right there. Jordan Evans, number 26, puts a hand on him. But Washington powers through, keeps his balance with a hand on the ground, and picks up a 1st down.
First down at the 24. Jakeem Grant motions out of the backfield. Gets set. Davis Webb trying to jump into Amaro. And incomplete. Eric Stryker with pressure once again for OU.
LaRaven Clark, number 62, the left tackle. He's got his hands full today because Eric Stryker, most of the pressure he's putting on the quarterback has come from that side.
2nd and 10. Here's Webb. Over the middle. And caught. This is Amaro on the 1st down. Jake Amaro gains 11. Hayes shoves him out of bounds with a 1st down for the Red Raiders.
And Gus, earlier in the game, you talked about the loss of Corey Nelson, their all-star linebacker. He's not there to shadow Jason Amaro. He has the size and the quickness to give Amaro some problems. But because of the injury, he's not on the field today.
First catch for Amaro. DeAndre Washington. And Washington with some hard running gets to the 40, stopped by Jordan Wade. That takes us to the end of the 1st quarter with the score, Texas Tech with a 7-0 lead. All right, the Dodge Durango stat comparison.
Really look at the total yardage, 93 to 58. 1st downs, look at 1st downs. Texas Tech, one of the leaders in the country in that 7-2. Turnovers even. But Tech playing at their tempo right now, their pace, setting the agenda today.
2nd down and 6. Webb over the middle and caught by his tight end, Jason Morrow. 2nd grab. He'll get to the 40 and gain 21. And the Red Raiders quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Just how do you cover Amaro, Gus? Defensive back probably too little, linebacker probably too slow.
Far side caught by Bradley Marquez. And Marquez goes down at the 37. Gino Grissom brings him down.
And that's where things get tough because Marquez can make plays for you. Ward is a guy they want to get sprung, but Amaro just destroys you internally on the defense. Who can cover him? That's where the loss of Corey Nelson hurts. And can Dominique Alexander, the freshman replacement, handle that assignment?
Webb turns around, hands it off to Sunil Boston. No gain on the play. Now for Oklahoma, during the timeout, folks, they got some guys loose on the sideline. I don't know if it's a foreshadowing of what's to come, but Trevor Knight, the starter at the beginning of the season, was warming up. Let's see if the Sooners can get off the field. Texas Tech has found its rhythm. 3rd and 8. Webb, tip, and incomplete. Tapper or Grissom got a hand on the football.
See, they had man coverage out here with Amaro, but the tip ball inside prevented us from finding out how the play was going to end. Right there. Ball tipped. You nailed it, Gus. Gino Grissom, 85, gets a big paw on it, swats it away. But that ball is intended for Amaro, and Quentin Hayes would have had to make a one-on-one tackle in the open field.
Red Raiders punt it away, and this one, takes a beautiful bounce. Comes back into play and is downed inside the 5. 13:31 to go. Second quarter. Tech up 7-0. Looks like Blake Bell will stay in there for now. All right, welcome back. Our score, Texas Tech 7-0 over Oklahoma. Second time the Sooners have started inside their own 5.
And Donnell Wesley in the middle now has come in over the nose for more bulk against the expected run.
Here's Bell to throw it on first down. And incomplete. Odd-looking play there. Brennan Clay, the closest man to the football.
Gus, you've done a ton of boxing in your career. Right now, tell me if I'm wrong. Tech looks like the team on their toes punching. Oklahoma right now trying to find a way to counter. That's not happening. Are they flat-footed a little bit right now?
I would say so.
Look at the first 4 possessions. Yeah, offensively. Defense hanging in there tough. Offensively, they've got to find something. Find a spark somewhere, a crease against this Tech defense.
Second down and 10. Bell to run it. Popping through the hole, and he'll get to the 6. Trey Porter, the safety, with the stop. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for OU.
Tech's not just quick, but how about what they bring at the end of the play? Big pop over the top of Pete Robertson. A lot of people look at that and say, what about the helmet to helmet? Nothing called there. Tackle deemed clean.
Here's Blake Bell to throw it over the middle. Great throw and a nice catch. Still running is Jalen Saunders, and a first down for OU. A 20-yard gain.
Typically after a big gainer, Oklahoma come back and go fast. Watch the play in the middle, because it's not just the throw and the catch. Watch what happens at the end. He breaks the tackle. Additional yardage after the catch. That's what Oklahoma's looking for from their wide receivers, winning on the perimeter.
First down at the 26-yard line for Oklahoma. Saunders, the motion man. Bell to throw it again. Up top. Incomplete. Almost intercepted. Intended for Sterling Shepard, but Ola Falimi was there defensively.
And he had a rough game last week against West Virginia. 3 pass interference calls against him, but he had a good week of practice, earned his starting job back, and this will be a confidence builder for him. Not fooled on the play, falls back into coverage. The only thing he doesn't do is come down with the football. Nice coverage by Falimi.
And a good job by Shepard knocking that ball down. Second and 10 at the 26. Here's the handoff to Clay. Clay drilled at the 30. Nicely done by Will Smith, the outside linebacker from Notre Dame High School in Riverside, California.
But it puts Oklahoma in another third down situation where you got to expect Blake Bell to have to put the ball in the air and deliver again.
Third down and 6, OU 2 of 5 on third down conversion. Play in motion. Bell underneath. Nice strike. Saunders looks like he has enough for the first down. And he does.
Jalen Saunders to the right. Gets off the line of scrimmage. A free release. No one up on the receivers. Allows him to get into his route easily.
This time they'll swing it out to Shepard. And Shepard, if he could have kept his footing, he had daylight in front of him. Austin Stewart, though, tugs on him and brings him down after a 13-yard gain. Bell, play fake, rolls out, throws, strike. Sterling Shepard. Blake Bell starting to find his mojo now.
Yeah, starting to find his rhythm, as is Oklahoma's offense with their tempo. Ordinarily, when you start that deep in your own field position, you're just trying to get 2 first downs to help out your defense. They've got considerably more than that.
Again, Oklahoma trying to play fast, and a flag on the play, and it'll go against the Sooners.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense number 3. Player never got set prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty, second down.
And the psychology that these coaches use sometimes on players. Trevor Knight got up during our last time out, start warming up. And ironically, Blake Bell goes out and all of a sudden finds his rhythm.
Sometimes it's just the appearance, isn't it? Sometimes it's just the picture. The coaches may have never even said anything about it other than Trevor, just warm up, period. Good call.
2nd and 9 at the 49. Tech showing blitz from the corner. Bell wants to run it, and he's bobbled up. And he'll get maybe a yard on the play.
The thing about Blake Bell, right, packing 250-something pounds, is that once he gets rolling, he's tough to deal with. It's the starting. Right now, he's not a quick starter. And they get to him, they're submarining him on his legs, not able to get through the line of scrimmage and get the normal yardage he would get.
6 carries, 28 yards for the Belldozer. 3rd and 10, though. Big play here. They need to go to the 40 for a first down at midfield. Here's Bell to throw. Oh, what a nice ball. Saunders first down again. Blake Bell putting the biscuit right in the basket as he picks up a first down.
But watch the route by Jalen Saunders, number 8. Watch him lean, stick his foot in the ground, and go to the outside and create that separation to allow Bell to put the ball on him.
And I tell you, Saunders is looking like a Ryan Royals when he gets flowing well.
He's the leader of the wide receiver corps. I don't think the ball's come to him as much as he would want it to early in the season. He wants it today, and they're delivering it to him.
First down to Tech 32, and Damian Williams exploding through the hole. And he'll get close to the 25. Micah Alway brings him down.
And the Sooners offense, Gus, no longer flat-footed. They come up now, and they're on their toes, and they're doing the punching as this drive progresses.
Second and 4.
Austin, unbalanced.
Bell to Williams. And Damian Williams running straight ahead. Alway again.
And Alway was simply what we call a free hitter. No one blocked him at all. He just came right down the line of scrimmage and made the tackle, setting up this third down play.
But more importantly for Oklahoma, this is the 13th play of the drive that started at their own 3-yard line, faced with a 3rd and 3.
And it's a third down, Gus, where it's not necessarily a down. They have to throw the football. 3rd and 3, they can go running play, and if they want, go 4-down territory.
Bell will run. Diving forward, and he's short. So Bob Stoops has a decision to make.
In decision time, and I think he's leaning towards going for it here.
bring in an additional tight end. Brandon Green comes in. So Oklahoma going for it on 4th down. They need 2 of 5 this season on 4th downs.
Now in the past, this would be the Belldozer package time, where he'd come in the short yardage and run the power set, and that's how they are aligned.
Bell has had trouble, though, getting downhill. This time we run it outside, and he gets downhill. He lost it, but picked up by OU. Trey Miller picks it up, 11-yard gain for the Sooners and a 1st down.
This is what the Sooner fans would call deja vu all over again, because that's what they saw Blake Bell do all of 2012. And Trey Miller alertly drops on the football after the game for a 1st down.
By the quarterback, recovered by another player. By rule, the ball is brought back to the spot of the fumble. However, it's still a 1st down.
Right there at the end of the play, there's Pete Robertson, 10 involved, helping strip the football out, and Miller alertly jumps on it. Ball security, son. Ball security.
Now Bob Stoops will take the 1st down at the Texas Tech 14. Williams gets to the 10, maybe the 9.
Good, strong 1st down run, and Nila Casatati, number 54, pulled around to help clear a path for that good 1st down run for Oklahoma, getting 4 on it. And there's Davis Webb, the quarterback. He's been cooling his heels and his arm for a while. 7-minute plus drive now for Oklahoma.
16th play.
False start. Offense, number 48. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Is that the 2nd time we've had that with Aaron Ripkowski? The backup fullback, tight end, H-back.
What is his job there? What is he supposed to, what isn't he doing?
Not getting set. And that's, I don't understand that part of it, not getting set in his position as they get set to run the play. See the penalties now, combined 6 between the 2 teams.
2nd and 11. Touchdown! Great play fake. Jalen Saunders wide open, and Oklahoma scores. And now the Sooners have a chance to tie this thing up.
This is impressive. Watch Saunders. He comes here, but it's the play fake inside that freezes everyone and pulls the linebacker Guavin 13 up, and Porter, the safety 5, unable to get over the top. That was as impressive a drive, I believe, as Oklahoma's had this season. Backs to the wall, backs to their own goal line, and they produce.
Extra point good. Oklahoma started their drive at the 3-yard line. They go 16 plays, covering 97 yards, eating up over 7 minutes. The Belldozer to Saunders. Tie ball game. Norman. Fox College Football is sponsored by Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram. All right, let's take a look at our Facebook poll this week. We asked our Facebook fans which team has been the biggest surprise this season.
Well, they had plenty to choose from, didn't they? But Missouri overwhelmingly at 73%, a former Big 12 team, now in the SEC, undefeated thus far in the SEC, on their 2nd quarterback. And now looking like the front runners in the SEC East with a chance to play for an SEC championship. How about that scoring drive, Gus?
That's right. Best scoring drive of the season for Oklahoma. Most plays, most yards, most time to tie the game up at 7. Bradley Marquez, Jakeem Grant back deep. This one out of the end zone. And Texas Tech will start from the 25. So with the game tied at 7, here's the question. Can the OU defense get the rock back for the Belldozer? We'll see right after this.
Coming up on the Pizza Hut halftime report, how would Johnny Manziel's injured shoulder hold up? Did Wake Forest catch Miami looking ahead to Florida State next week? And all the sights from a very active, interesting day in the Big 12. We'll see you at the break.
All right, thank you very much, Rob. As you take a look at the time of possession, the statistic on the far right after the drive. Oklahoma inching closer. Well, play fake, far side, and it's called a real route. Jakeem Grant dropped at the 40 by Eric Stryker, but a nice gain of 15.
And in this day of up-tempo offenses, we've kind of forgotten about time of possession as a statistic. But for Oklahoma today, because they don't want to match Texas Tech, they want to control the football. That's a very important stat for them.
On first down, DeAndre Washington.
You know, Gus, in past years, Oklahoma would not have minded a shootout with Texas Tech. They had that kind of firepower. This season, I'm not sure they feel the same way. That's why controlling the football, keeping Tech's offense on the bench is a big, big deal to Oklahoma. And of course, when you control the ball and pay it off with a touchdown, that's the absolute.
2nd and 8. Webb. Marquez with the catch and the first down. Aaron Colvin pushing him out of bounds, but Red Raiders getting to the line of scrimmage quickly.
They use their tempo, their up-tempo style, and they use a lot of formations and hybrid players. Players who play running back, receivers, slot, all line up in different spots and are effective. Jakeem Grant is one terrific example of that.
Numbers growing for Webb, trying to set up underneath. He finds Kenny Williams, and Williams will get close to the first down marker. On first down as Jordan Evans tackles him. And all of a sudden, Texas Tech in Oklahoma territory after the 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4. Davis Webb. And incomplete. Intended for DeAndre Washington. Texas Tech averages 88.5 plays a game, 3rd most in FBS behind Cal and BYU.
And the head coach is their play caller, coaches the quarterbacks also. Loves the strategy, the competition of calling plays, doesn't want to give it up as a head coach.
3rd down and 4 at the 42-yard line. Webb dumps it over the middle, caught by his tight end, Jason Moore, on the first down, but he put it on the ground, and Oklahoma has a football. Aaron Coleman with the recovery. Second turnover of the day for Texas Tech. An interception, now a fumble.
And Coleman has figured in both of them. He got the interception, and now the fumble recovery. Amara was fighting for extra yardage. Watch at the end of the run. There's Gabe Lynn. Charles Tapper comes in, and then at the end, the ball's popped free by Quentin Hayes, number 10. And Coleman jumps on the football.
The Oklahoma defense stepping up, wreaking havoc, causing turnovers. Aaron Coleman says, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Fox College Football is sponsored by Pizza Hut. Prep for game day by ordering online from Pizza Hut. Make it great. By Allstate Insurance, proud supporters of college football. Are you in good hands? And by Lowe's. Lowe's, never stop improving. Fox Sports Supports is proud to partner with Johns Hopkins Medicine. Johns Hopkins is at the forefront of groundbreaking research into autoimmune disorders like multiple sclerosis and lupus. Join us in the fight against autoimmune disease. Donate by visiting hopkinsmedicine.org/Fox. So Oklahoma takes over at their own 24. Blake Bell on first down, decides to throw it, steps up. And caught! Saunders! Touchdown! Saunders! 76 yards! Who says the bulldozer can't throw that thing?
It's a 9-man box, and they've got to unload it. How do you unload it? By hitting a big shot over the top. You get the coverage. The safety was shallow, and Saunders able to get in behind everyone else in the man-to-man coverage back deep. Huge throw by Bell, obviously successful.
Blake Bell, 7 of 9, 155 yards, 2 touchdowns since a 1-for-4 start. He put that one right on the money. Jalen Saunders marches into the end zone, and the Sooners up by 7. Welcome back. Oklahoma with the big play to take a 7-point lead.
Jalen Saunders is a welcome back, too. Look at that, 6 catch, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns a game. His 10th career game with over 100 yards, but he has not been nearly the factor in the passing game that they expected when the season began. And now they're finding him again. I think it's been a combination of trying to find a rhythm with both of the quarterbacks who have played thus far. They found it today.
And Texas Tech will take a knee. Saunders, 6 catches, 153 yards, and 2 touchdowns. His 10th 100-yard game. And let's take a look at how this one got going.
Coach Bob Stoops checking out the weather delay, an hour and 15. A little sloppy start. Both teams pent up coming out of the locker room. The fumble there by Brendan Clay. The touchdown by Eric Ward on the halfback option. And then the Sooners backed up on their own 3-yard line, go 97 yards for a touchdown to Saunders. And then a 1-play drive with a bomb from Blake Bell to Jalen Saunders has the Sooners up 7 as this game progresses on in the second quarter.
Texas Tech with the football at their own 25, 3:55 to go in the half. Here's Washington stumbling as he tries to get outside. DeAndre Washington, the sophomore from Missouri City, Texas, T. Marshall High School. He gains 8 yards. No worries, though, for Tech. For Tech, you know they can score points in bunches. 2nd and 2. Webb. And Marquez with the first down. Gabe Lynn defensively.
And that's a first down for Tech, but a big tackle by Gabe Lynn. What Tech does is they spread you out and create a lot of one-on-one tackles in the open field. If Lynn doesn't make that tackle, Marquez is running for a long time. So time after time, down after down, a lot of these tackles are touchdown or big yardage-saving tackles.
Davis Webb. And caught at midfield by Jakeem Grant. And the composure of this young quarterback. Remember, folks, he's a freshman, Davis Webb, but he's checking down, looking off guys.
And a true freshman. Went through spring practice, and then Michael Brewer was the expected starter, hurt his back during fall camp. So it came down to Davis Webb and Baker Mayfield, another true freshman. Mayfield won the job, but Webb hung tough, and when Mayfield got hurt, got his opportunity and is capitalizing on it.
Webb is 14 of 23, 144 yards. First down at midfield for the Red Raiders. And a timeout called by Tech. And we'll stay right here.
Takes their second timeout of the half. 30 seconds in duration.
Now tonight on Fox Sports 1, Fox College Saturday continues as the Texas Longhorns head to Fort Worth to battle the TCU Horned Frogs, followed by a Pac-12 showdown as Cal takes on Washington in the nightcap. Fox Sports is your home for college football all season long. Texas coming off the bye after the big win against Oklahoma in the Red River Shootout. Very interesting against Gary Patterson's team, struggling for offense, especially in the first half with quarterback Trevon Boykin, a converted running back / wide receiver.
Yeah, but now they get Casey Ballhall back to start the game tonight. Boykin will still play and do some quarterback runs. Texas, I think they needed that week off to come down after the Red River rivalry win. If we look at Davis Webb, look at the start. 3 of 8, 11 of 15 since.
First down. Webb under pressure, throws and deflected. Nicely done by Jordan Evans as he laid out and redirected the football.
And one observation about Oklahoma's defense, we keep talking about Corey Nelson not being on the field, their veteran senior leader. Jordan Evans' playing time has really increased, a true freshman. Also on the field is number 42, Dominique Alexander, another true freshman linebacker, making it work for Oklahoma on defense.
2nd and 10 at the 50. Webb Underneath, caught, Amaro. And he'll drive his way toward the 40-yard line. Alexander and Evans combining on the tackle. An 8-yard gain.
Second and short. This is usually a rundown. This is a time you can take a shot with this type of field position.
Make that third down, Charles, and 2. And now a first down.
Thanks for picking me up there. I'm trying to give him an extra down. Luckily, I'm not an official.
They don't need it, though, right now.
Able to pick it up on that one. But this field position here is good field position if you're thinking about taking a deep shot if you're Cliff Kingsbury from Texas Tech.
First down and 10 of the 38 trips at the top of your screen. Twins at the bottom. Here's Webb over the middle. And a reception by Amaro again at the 30. He's got a unique ability. He knows how to position himself to get open, especially over the middle.
And he's so strong to come down with the football, absorbing the hit.
Second and 4. Incomplete. Jordan Evans in the vicinity of Morrow, the intended receiver.
And look at how this one gets through the traffic. Right over the top of number 93, Jordan Wade, before Amaro comes down with the football.
Third down and 4 of the 32. For young Davis Webb. What's Cliff Kingsbury got under his sleeve? Webb. Nobody home. Jakeem Grant, closest man to the ball.
But there's the pressure in his face. He's retreating, unable to set up and step and make the throw. And surprise, surprise, Eric Stryker in his face.
So on fourth down, Kingsbury will roll the dice. They need 4 yards.
Remember his unofficial motto, fortune favors the bold. Not a surprise as they go for it for the 6th time on fourth down this year.
Davis Webb. Underneath, it's caught by Jakeem Grant.
I don't know if he got there, though.
But did he get there and defend on the spot? No, he did not. So Tech turns it over on downs. The Oklahoma defense holds.
And how much of this is on the quarterback and how much on the receiver? You got to know where the marker is, and he comes up just a little bit short. Got to understand where that is and run your route accordingly. And he ran it a little bit short, made the catch, and Oklahoma stops him on fourth down. But, you know, it doesn't hurt when your defense coordinator does a little bit of officiating as well. And how about the enthusiasm now for this Oklahoma defense finding its footing as this game moves on?
Oklahoma will take over at their own 29. One timeout left for the Sooners. Let's see if they'll take a shot. Blake Bell has been terrific in the second quarter. They throw it on first down, caught by Sterling Shepard. He gains 3.
See, the confidence is really, really high in Blake Bell right now, don't you, Gus?
Yes.
You talk about standing every bit of his 6'6" and stepping into throws and firing.
Bell to the sideline. That one thrown a bit high for Deron Neal. Bruce Jones there. Don't forget, coming up, the Pizza Hut halftime show. Rob Stone and the boys. Eddie George with his purple tie today.
Yeah, he and Joel Klatt collaborating in there. Rob Stone directing traffic, bringing us all the good information about what's going on in college football.
Third down and 5 to the 34. Blake Bell scrambling. Bell in trouble. And Oklahoma will have to punt it away with 44 seconds to go. Texas Tech with the timeout left.
Terrific defense by Texas Tech. Matt Wallerstead, their defensive coordinator. They've seen that slant route work well for Oklahoma to pick up first downs here in the first half. They sat on the slant of all the receivers and took it away. And Bell had to move out of the pocket and throw it over the sideline to prevent a sack.
Jordan Davis back deep at the 19-yard line. Jed Barnett will punt from his own 20. And it will be down at the 18. A 48-yard punt. Let's go to Los Angeles and Patrick O'Neill for a game break.
All right, Gus, thanks a lot. Number 14, Virginia Tech finally gets on the board versus Duke. Logan Thomas up the gut for the touchdown, 13-7 in the fourth quarter. Duke is leading. Now, they've lost 12 straight overall to the Hokies. They've never won in Blacksburg, but no longer a pushover in the ACC. Gus and Charles, back to you.
Duke is trying to go, Patrick, to back-to-back bowls for the first time in school history. David Cutcliffe, the head coach there. We know he's tutored Eli and Peyton Manning, a terrific football coach.
First down and 10 at the 18 for Texas Tech. With the timeout, here's Webb. And incomplete. Intended for Jakeem Grant.
Is this the new style? Talk about Texas Tech and this young coach, Cliff Kingsbury. Backed up in their own territory, just down 7. Played a pretty decent first half. And he's firing away, trying to get something done before the half. Many coaches would go conservative and say, let's not make a mistake. He says, let's try and make a play.
That was Webb's 30th throw in the first half. And they'll be conservative here and hand it off to DeAndre Washington. Gabe Lynn brings him down, and clock still running. That may take us to halftime, and it will. And we've got a very compelling first half. Both teams with a sloppy start. But Blake Bell found his rhythm. Starts slinging it around, and the Sooners lead it by 7 at the break. Now we send you to the Pizza Hut halftime. Here's Rob Stone. Welcome back to Norman, Oklahoma. Fox College football presented by Geico. And our score at halftime, the Oklahoma Sooners with a 14-7 lead over the 10th ranked and undefeated Texas Tech Red Raiders. Gus Johnson along with Charles Davis. And coming into this game, CD, the big question for Blake Bell was, could he complete passes down the field? He was completing 26% of his passes of 15 yards or more. One of his last 12. Different story, though, tonight.
Yeah, they were going to test him. You know, Texas Tech was going to load the box, see what he's going to do. 5 for 7 on passes 15 yards or longer today. We knew he could run the football. He's had 8 carries, 39 yards. He even got a little extra motivation when he saw Trevor Knight, his backup, warming up at one point. And from that point on, he has been solid, more than solid. He's been dynamite, moving it with his legs, hitting Jalen Saunders for a touchdown. And then the big strike on a 1st and 10, 76 yards downfield to Jalen Saunders for the touchdown.
Blake Bell, his numbers, he's starting 1 of 5, but has caught fire since then.
All right, let's take a look now at the KFC stat comparison brought to you by KFC, the official sponsor of Couchgating. KFC plus football equals Couchgating. As we look at these overall numbers, Oklahoma now leading in total yards. It wasn't that way in the first quarter. Points off turnovers, that's the difference in the game. The 7 that Oklahoma has puts them up 7 in this contest.
And the Sooners will have the football to start the second half. Roy Finch, and he gets knocked backwards. Now let's go downstairs to Christina Bing.
Thanks, Gus. Well, the rain really started coming down here at halftime. When I talked to Coach Kingsbury, he said he talked to his players about protecting the football. He said, we can't turn it over. The rain is something we've had to deal with many times in the first half of the season. When I talked to Bob Stoops, he told me, we have lots of confidence in Blake Bell's throwing arm. He just has to come out here and execute. That was evident on that 76-yard bomb to Jalen Saunders.
All right, Christina, the Sooners have won 39 straight games when leading at halftime. That's the 3rd longest streak in FBS, trailing only Oregon and Utah. First down and 10 at the 14-yard line for the Belldozers. They're handed to Damian Williams. Williams with space. And he picks up the first down across the 25. Trey Porter with the tackle.
Since Blake Bell and the passing game has ramped up, have you noticed what's happened to the Oklahoma running game? Now there are places to run. There are creases and gaps to be found for the runners. It's not just Blake Bell's legs now. Damian Williams back involved, running the football.
13-yard pickup, first down and 10 of the 22nd. Straight ahead, Damian Williams, another first down. Trey Porter. And it looks like he'll gain 9, so that makes it 2nd and 1. Looked like he got the first down.
We expected a heavy dose of running from Oklahoma because we expected them to want to control the clock, trying to keep Texas Tech's offense on the sidelines, and things are really starting to jump up in that area now for the Sooners.
Millard in motion. Damian Williams, first down Oklahoma. Alway had to jump on and take a ride to get him to the ground. But that offensive line for OU starting to fire off the football on their opening series of the second half.
3 straight decisive runs by the Oklahoma Sooners. Their back is finishing the run, going towards the other goal line. No accident. Number 33, Trey Millard, on the field and helping lead with the big offensive line.
First down and 10 of the 40. Williams stretches it out. And this time, they only gain a couple. Guavin, closest man to the football as he comes up with the tackle.
Gus, I think with Texas Tech's defensive front, I think Oklahoma's better served more at them than laterally. I think that the way Tech can run makes it tougher to find space if you're moving side to side. More north and south running by Oklahoma, less east and west.
4 straight runs by the Sooners. 2nd and 8 after the 2-yard gain. Bell run it down. Blake Bell talked to his mom and dad yesterday in the hotel. Wonderful people. And we mentioned that the Bells are big men. His father and his uncle both played at Colorado State, both played in the NFL. Big heads on the Bells.
Look at the size of that one, Blake Bell. His teammates tease him because they say they can fit 2 footballs inside of his helmet.
And we mentioned that to Blake yesterday, and he just smiled and kind of said, go away.
We all want to hear from you guys.
3rd down and 3. And Clay trying to push it forward.
That's a good run, Gus.
And he picks up the first down. But finishing the story, talking to his parents, I had a chance to talk to his mom, and we talked about the Bells having big heads, and she said that doesn't come from their side, it comes from my side, the Kendalls. And I said, well, what do you mean? He was like, well, my sister thought my niece had a brain tumor, and I told my sister she doesn't have a brain tumor, she just has a Kendall head. Very beautiful young lady. First down and 10 at midfield. Here's Blake. Throws a strike. Lacoltan Bester at the 41. Trey Porter stops him.
Gus, right now, watching Blake Bell throw the football, the confidence is so high, he feels like he can make every throw. And now look at how fast Oklahoma's going with their tempo on offense.
Clay.
Look at the play selection. 7 runs, 1 pass. That's what Oklahoma wanted to have today. Establish their physicality, take time off of the clock, control the football, keep it out of the hands of Texas Tech's potent offense.
First down at the Texas Tech 39. Damian Williams turns the corner. Williams close to another first down as he gets to the 30. Millard and Witkowski both coming up with terrific blocks.
Yeah, it may not be your traditional 2 tight end formation, but those 2 fullbacks make it a 2 tight end formation. Whether they're up on the line of scrimmage or back in the backfield. They did such a nice job, as you described, Gus, of clearing the way, that they were able to get to the corner and get a good east-west run against Texas Tech.
Opening drive of the second half, which started at the Oklahoma 14. Sooners with great rhythm.
Ball start. Offense, number 54. 5-yard penalty, second down.
That's Casatati.
How many false starts have they had today? Most of them have been the wide receivers. Either false starts or illegal procedure, not getting set. Casatati, the big guy inside, probably was ready to fire out and hit someone, because this is an offensive lineman's dream drive. Ball on the ground, running backs chewing up space.
Only one pass on this drive so far. Another hand down to Williams. All sorts of running room, still on his feet. Damian with a breakaway speed. And out of bounds inside the 5. 32 yards. Smash mouth. Old school. Big 12 Oklahoma football.
Watch it right there. Watch the cut. Right there, he sees it. The vision to see back to the backside, makes the cut and gets big yardage.
And a touchdown as Williams marches it right in. So Oklahoma starts the second half with a smack in the mouth. Take that, Texas Tech, undefeated, number 10, and the Sooners lead it 20-7.
Earlier in the game, I posed the question to you about who it felt like was doing the punching. At that time, it was Texas Tech. Almost since the time we talked about it, Oklahoma's been doing the punching back.
Extra point up and good. 11 play, 86-yard drive. They eat up 5-18. 10 runs on the drive, capped off by a Damian Williams touchdown. Sooners up by 2 scores. Fox College Football is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places. All right, Thursday night, Barry Switzer tossed out the first pitch as OU's baseball team took to the diamond in Halloween costumes. The exhibition game was held to support and raise awareness for those who are affected by ALS. Spectators were treated to candy and trick-or-treating on the field with the players and coaches. Matter of fact, they celebrated the 1994 national champion Oklahoma Sooners baseball team today. First down, 10 of 25 for Texas Tech. Webb delivers. He's got it over. Receiver caught. Eric Ward. Eric Ward still running and goes down at the 30. 45 yards.
Top of your screen. Sanchez bites on the fake, and his eyes went to the wrong place. They went to the backfield instead of to the receiver, and Gordon goes past him.
Webb, play action with all day, and they'll just get rid of it. Cliff Kingsbury, Charles, wasting no time, taking a big shot on their opening drive of the second half.
And Zach Sanchez, the corner from Oklahoma, helped him out greatly. You hear coaches talk all the time about eye discipline. Where are your eyes supposed to go? Never into the backfield running that type of a route. They go to the receiver, so you stay with him. He was beaten badly on that play.
Second down and 10. Texas Tech came back to beat West Virginia last week. Webb delivers a strike, and it's Shaquem Grant getting out of bounds in front of Gabe Lynn.
That little man is some kind of weapon, isn't he?
Yes, he
5'6", 160 pounds. You know, he arrived on the Texas Tech campus, Gus, at 141 pounds. And he is a weapon out in the slot, out wide, as a running back. He was going to throw a pass tonight. A kick returner, he does it all.
Third down and 3, though, at the 23. OU has done a nice job this evening getting off the field defensively on third down. Davis Webb in the end zone, wide open touchdown. Bing, bang, boom. Eric Ward, and just like that, the Red Raiders have a chance to cut it to 7. They score in a minute. Wow. Ryan Buston comes in to attempt the extra point. And it's good. Great counter punching by the Red Raiders. Davis Webb putting it on the money. 7-point game. This November, some cops are born, others are made. Get ready for the next evolution of cop drama, Almost Human. Two-night series premieres starts Sunday, November 17th on Fox. Great actor on that series, Michael Ealy.
He's good, isn't he?
I remember when he used to be a waiter around the corner from my house at the Grill Village.
How about that? How many of them began as waiters, right? Bartenders, trying to get those jobs so they go for the auditions and turn into a marvelous career. Michael Ealy's terrific.
Don't introduce him to your girlfriend, that's for sure. So Texas Tech bounces right back and scores. Oklahoma will start from the 25. Let's take a look back at the touchdown.
You remember the first play of the drive, Gus, when we talk about eye discipline? Watch Zach Sanchez, 15. He peeks back for the second time into the backfield and not playing the man, and the ball's delivered well over the top by Davis Webb. Now look at Coach Stoops. He's watching the replay on the big board. Now he's got a few other things to say to Zach Sanchez. And what you don't see is in the background, defense coordinator Mike Stoops was lurking, wanting his turn with Zach Sanchez, and Coach Bob Stoops never really turned him loose. Mike never got his piece.
I'm sure that he will get it.
Oh, there'll be film session
down the road.
Oh, film session. You know when they hit the play, reverse it, hit it, reverse. You remember that?
I do.
Yeah, I remember it well. I still have scars from it.
First down and 10. And Williams. Trey Porter comes up, fills the gap, and makes a nice tackle after a 3-yard gain. Oklahoma is 59-1 under Stoops when rushing for 200 or more yards, and has won 38 straight, including last week in Kansas, where the Sooners rushed for 235. Right now, they're up to 154. 2nd and 7. Last drive for Oklahoma, 10 runs, only 1 pass. Williams trying to cut it back, and he's bottled up to take it down. We'll lose a yard on the play. Donnell Wesley, number 96 from Hastings, Florida, makes the tackle.
On the last drive, Oklahoma used that stretch play to great advantage. Got Tech moving, and then the running back put his foot in the ground and made a decisive cut. On that play, Wesley wouldn't be blocked in the middle. They couldn't control the nose guard, and Tech flowed to the ball and made the play.
3rd down and 10. And a timeout call by the Red Raiders. And we'll take a quick break. 7:25 to play. 3rd quarter, things starting to heat up on a rainy night in Norman. October 22nd, 2011, Texas Tech traveled to Norman, set Daggy 441 and 4 TDs. Tech up 31-7 in the 3rd. OU scored 21 in the 4th, but came up short, falling to unranked Tech 41-38. The Sooners are 17-1 in Big 12 home games in October under Bob Stoops. But they're facing a big 3rd down and 10 right now at their own 25. Don't forget, coming up on Fox at 7:30, we will get you to Game 3 of the World Series. Red Sox cards for those of you who would like to stay with us on the Texas Tech OU game. Please turn to Fox News Channel at 7:30. Here's Bell to throw on 3rd and 10. Incomplete. Sterling Shepard, the intended receiver, and the Sooners will have to punt it away. Remember, Texas Tech scored in a minute on their last drive.
And give their defense credit for making that touchdown stand up. They score in a minute, get themselves back in the game, and then they get a 3 and out and should get pretty decent field position after this punt from Oklahoma. Well done by the Red Raider defense.
Jed Barnett has done a fine job of punting the football, 56, 45, and 48 yarders. Angling it toward the far side. And curves in, picked up. Red Raiders running the football. This is Tanner Jacobson. A 49-yard punt and a 30-yard return.
Did you see that? Did you see what they did? They deliberately took the punt returner out of the middle of the field, and he and other players went to the left sideline to draw attention there and take the coverage that way. Then they circled back another punt returner, Tanner Jacobson. Watch. See, they move everyone to the left side of your screen. There's your punt returner, Davis, at the top. That's Jacobson circling back. They wanted the attention there, take everyone out of the middle, and he goes back and picks it up and has some blockers on the backside. Well-conceived punt return, and what a surprise from Texas Tech.
What great field position. They'll start at the OU 42 after the 30-yard return. First and 10. Davis Webb to the far side. Oh, I tell you what, he's got some juice on that football, Charles Davis. The true freshman's got a whip.
And when he was watching Baker Mayfield play earlier this year, he was probably thinking to himself, I don't know when I will get an opportunity to play. Mayfield gets hurt against Kansas. He comes in, and now Baker Mayfield's watching from the sideline saying, will I ever get a chance to play again?
Gain of 7, second and 3. Webb dumps it off. Nice catch. Here's Jordan Davis, and Jordan Davis gets down close to the 15.
You're right about how Davis Webb is slinging it. How about the catch by Jordan Davis, who went to junior college at Southwestern Oklahoma State, walked on at Texas Tech, and they really trust his hands, both in punt returns and in the regular offense.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line. Tech trying to tie this game up. Play fake. And he lost it! Loose! And Davis Webb got a lucky bounce. It slipped out of his hands. And he'll lose 19 yards on the play.
Look at the ball handling as he sets up and wants to throw it. It just comes out of his hands. Christina Pink told us at halftime about how the weather had picked up, and she had talked with Cliff Kingsbury about what they needed to do to take care of the football. And he said they'd been working on it and had experience at it during the season. On that play, it doesn't come to the front.
It's a second and 28 at the 36. Davis Webb over the middle. Caught Amaro. And he'll go down at the 21, a 15-yard pickup. So they get over half of it back, which brings up a 3rd and 13.
What Jace Amaro is to a young quarterback is like Linus's blanket in Peanuts.
He's in the slot at the bottom of your screen. Jace Amaro.
He is the total safety net default mechanism that you plug into when you need a play.
6 catches for Amaro. Webb. Underneath, Eric Ward with the reception. Not enough for the first down in front of Zach Sanchez.
Eric Ward is their senior leader at wide receiver. Plays big in big games when they need him. Mature kid, married with a child himself, stays after practice with a manager to get extra work in, unable to convert that first down.
So Ryan Buston last week against West Virginia accounted for 13 points, 3 of 3 on field goals with a long of 36. He's 16 of 19 on the season. This one from 34 yards away. And it's good. So the Red Raiders take the 3. Under 4 to go. 21-17. OU. (21-17) Oklahoma holding on to the lead with under 4 minutes to play, but Davis Webb leading his team down the field. Some trickery on special teams by the Red Raiders gave them great field position, but they have to settle for the 3 points after Webb let the ball slip out of his hands. He lost 19 yards, which broke their momentum. Kramer Fife will send it away. Roy Finch, Brennan Clay back deep. And an onside kick. And Texas Tech has it. Wow. Cliff Kingsbury caught Oklahoma standing still. And the Red Raiders with the football.
How many times do we say it? Their unofficial motto, fortune favors the bold. They will not sit back and hope things happen. Their idea is to go out and make things happen. Onside kick after the field goal. And they come up with the football. The recovery there by Summit Hogue, a reserve defensive back. Texas Tech in business on Oklahoma's side of the field.
The previous play is under further review.
Oklahoma thinks that Texas Tech touched it early. With Kingsbury.
I mean, when you're with Texas Tech, they tax you mentally in every phase of the game, don't they?
Yes, they do.
With how they come at you on offense.
Last two plays on special teams.
The special teams plays really throwing you. Let's take a look. Remember, you've got to see it. It's got to get past this line. The 45-yard line before it's touched. Oh, it's well beyond that. I don't see where that's even. This should be a very short discussion. Be well past it. Texas Tech's football. I mean, the only other thing I could think is, was anyone even offsides on that play? But there was no flag, and I don't hear any discussion about that. This should be a very quick, simple review. My understanding now is you can't review about offside, so that's out of the picture. So this is done.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The ball was not touched prior to going 10 yards. First down.
One more time. Fife. Yeah, well past it. I mean, he catches it about 14 yards. So now it's first and 10, Texas Tech. And we just talked about the pressure they put on a team mentally, Gus. How will Oklahoma's defenders, after this sudden change right back on the field, how will they react?
From the Oklahoma 46. And they hand it off to DeAndre Washington. Washington still running. Washington up the sideline. Still on his feet. DeAndre Washington. Brilliant run.
Look at him run through the tackle by Aaron Colvin. Stays on the sideline. Goes through Gabe Lynn. No wrap-up. Just tries to shoulder him out. And Washington runs through it.
A 19-yard gain. First and 10 of the 27. Kenny Williams this time. Breaks free. And dragged down to the 15.
This sudden change. This is like a turnover. And you practice it on defense. Sudden change. Get out there. Let's go. Oklahoma not even close to being prepared for this one after the onside kick. Mentally, you can see it. And now physically, Texas Tech has taken over on this drive.
First and 10 of the 17. In the flats. Graham at the 10. Touchdown already. 17 yards. Innovation. Swagger. Texas Tech takes the lead. And they score in 50 seconds.
How about the play call, though? Float to the right, just swing it back to the left, and you end up out in the open field. And poor Zach Sanchez, number 15, he's had a tough time the last two series. And look at the block by Eric Ward, who just dominates him. And Jakeem Grant hurdles into the end zone to put Tech ahead.
Red Raiders were down by 11 last week against West Virginia. Rallied and came back and won the game 37-27 in Morgantown. They were down by 14 at one point in this game.
Look at Ward with that block. Just took Zach Sanchez and controlled him and allowed Jakeem Grant, who had lots of open space in front, to traverse the last few yards into the end zone. And right now, if you're Oklahoma, the next time you're on defense, you've got to start thinking to yourself about what you do at that corner position. Zach Sanchez has been terrific all year long. But today, in the second half, hadn't been his time. They may think about making a move there with Cortez Johnson because the biggest plays that have happened in the second half have come at that corner.
Sanchez not in the picture right now. That's Hayes being talked to by Mike Stoops, the defensive coordinator, while Cliff Kingsbury giving attaboys to his guys, most notably Jakeem Grant.
You know, Gus, in that picture of Mike Stoops talking to Quentin Hayes lets you know it's not just Zach Sanchez. Might have been other people who weren't in position on that play.
Ironically, Jakeem Grant did not play last week versus West Virginia due to an injury. Oklahoma will start from the 25. Texas Tech with 17 points in the last 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Let's go to Patrick O'Neill in LA for Lowe's Never Stop Improving Game Break.
All right, number 14, Virginia Tech, trying to avoid the major upset to Duke. Logan Thomas over the middle, tipped and picked. Duke would run out the clock, 4 straight wins. They are now 6-2, their first ever win in Blacksburg. I'm going to go out on a limb here, guys, perhaps the biggest win in Duke's football history. Gus and Charles.
It's a big limb to go out on. They won a Rose Bowl, Patrick, back in the they're playing the Rose Bowl, but I will say this, in recent years, I will go along with you on that one. That's a monster win.
Oklahoma with the football now, trailing 24-21. Blake Bell to throw it. Steps up. Bell delivers. And it's caught. Williams. Damian Williams with a 30-yard gain. Great job by Bell stringing this play out.
Gus, work with me here. Ben Roethlisberger-esque on that play.
I'll give you some of that.
Buying time, that big frame, keeping his eyes downfield. And earlier in the game, you remember he had that play and he overshot his target. This time, right on the money.
11 of 19, 216 yards, and 2 touchdowns for the Belldozer. First down to the 45. And he'll gain 4. Don't forget, folks, coming up on Fox at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll get you to Game 3 of the World Series, which is tied at 1 apiece. Sox and Cardinals. For those of you who would like to stay with us on the Texas Tech OU game, please turn to Fox News Channel. That's Fox News Channel at 7:30.
How about OU coming right back after all the fireworks Texas Tech has thrown at them? So far, this drive has that calming effect on the program.
2nd and 6. Damian Williams. Second effort. We'll pick up a few on the play, make it 3. Guavin, the middle linebacker, with the tackle.
Well, to continue our little bit of boxing theme we've had in this game, Gus, both sides have taken some pretty good shots on the chin, haven't they?
Yes.
But neither side has gone down, and they continue to throw.
3rd down, 3 at the 38. Leg drive. Got close to the first down before being drilled out of bounds by Bruce Jones, and he gets the first down. Austin Stewart there as well.
Love the description. Look at the blocking there. Miller, 33. Ripkowski, 48. But as you noted, the leg drive of Brendan Clay put him right at that first down marker and picked it up.
Last year against Texas Tech, Clay with only 2 touches, a kick return for 13 yards, and a rush for 2. 1st and 10 at the 35. And they reverse it. Bester wants to throw it, now tucks it. Cuts across the field. Lacoltan Bester down the sideline. Can he get a block? Yes! Touchdown, OU! 35 yards. in bunches.
Last week, Gus, they ran a similar play that Lacoltan Bester threw a touchdown pass of 49 yards to Sterling Shepard. So it looks like the same play. The intended target was the quarterback, Blake Bell. Bester determines he's not open, tucks it, cuts it back, as you described so accurately, and scores.
Honeycutt in to attempt the extra point, and it's good.
We got a ball game, folks, in Norman, Oklahoma. The 10th ranked team in the nation, Texas Tech, undefeated at 7-0. Taking on the Oklahoma Sooners, giving and taking.
So here's the reverse to Bester. Now watch, and freeze. He's your intended receiver, but look at the coverage by Pete Robertson 10. So watch Bester. He motioned for him to keep going, then cuts it back and gets a great set of blocks. Saunders, number 8, Clay, 24, 33, Millard cuts it inside for the reverse field touchdown. We've talked about Cliff Kingsbury. Fortune favors the bold. We're going after things. We're aggressive. Josh Heupel doesn't get that kind of credit. Sitting in the booth, Bob Stoops, formerly known as Big Game Bob. Green lights a big play, and look at what's happened. Oklahoma back on top. A high school quarterback, Gus. Bester threw 24 touchdown passes his senior year in high school.
4 touchdowns in the third quarter, 2 apiece. Bob Stoops pacing the OU sideline. Truly one of the great coaches in America. A legend here at Oklahoma. He's played in 4 national championships and won 1. And here come the Red Raiders. Grant goes down to the 25. Case Everett with the tackle on special teams. Don't forget, folks, take a look at the lineup. Texas Tech at Oklahoma. It'll be on Fox News Channel, DirecTV 360, Dish 205, Verizon 618, and UVerse 1210, HD 210 regular. Is SD regular or is that Super HD? Standard depth, that's what it is.
Good, because you know, a guy like me would have said San Diego, and I would have been way wrong.
First down and 10 to the 25. Webb, 25 to 39, 287. He'll throw it all day. And gets rid of it. Kid makes wise decisions. A flag on the play.
He does. He makes decisions beyond his years as a freshman quarterback. And that one came late, back in the vicinity of what I would think would be holding against Texas Tech. The one thing, Mike Diffie, our referee, he's been hitting the weight room pretty well himself now.
Oh, yeah.
He in Hockey League could have a little lift. Mike Diffie could have a lift off.
Personal foul. Illegal block below the waist. Peel back block, number 75. Austin. Half the distance to the goal. Replay first down.
As Jared Castor, the center, his second penalty of the game. Look to the middle of your screen, 75, right in here. This is where it's going to occur. Peels back, cuts him down low, back away from the line of scrimmage. That's where the call is going to be made. You have to be making that kind of a cut right on the line going forward.
So first down and a long 22 at the 13. And the draw play, Kenny Williams. And Williams crosses the 15 up to the 17. Jordan Wade with the tackle for Oklahoma.
Watch the screen.
And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. And what a third quarter it was, folks. Each team scoring 2 touchdowns. We head to the fourth. 4-point game. All right, don't forget, folks, coming up on Fox, we'll get you to Game 3 of the World Series, and we're going to
switch channels to Fox News channel at the bottom of the hour, 7:30 p.m. Second and 17 at the 18 from Texas Tech. Over the middle, Amaro, space at the 40. First down, Texas Tech. As he crosses the 45 and gains 30, Aaron Colvin stops him.
And after a big play, they're going to get to the line of scrimmage and try and go quicker. They want to keep your guys on keep the defense on the field, no changes.
Start of the fourth quarter. First down and 10 at the 47. And here's Marquez. Gets out of bounds at midfield.
Pass is complete to Bradley Marquez. Knocked out of bounds by Jordan Evans.
Second down and 6 at midfield. 28-24 our score. Oklahoma leading Texas Tech. They've gone back and forth. DeAndre Washington. Nowhere. Julian Wilson, the redshirt sophomore, hauls him down. Texas Tech, undefeated, ranked 10th in the BCS. Against Oklahoma, their only loss coming to Texas, ranked 15th in the BCS. 3rd and 10. At the 46 for the Red Raiders. Davis Webb steps into his throw. Picked off. Game led. And the Sooners have it again. 3 turnovers on the day for Texas Tech.
They attack Zach Sanchez to the left side of your screen, but the pass was a little high, and it goes off of the hands of Ward. Sanchez makes a play on it, hits him in the back, ball's tipped in the air, you see it go up. Tip drill. If you're a defensive back, you work on it every day in practice. And Gabe Lynn comes down with it, and the ball gets turned over for Oklahoma.
Coach Kingsbury said, hey, freshman, great throw. Don't worry about it.
Yep, had what you wanted, had the rhythm. Ball was just a little high, and then it got tipped in the air by the receiver Ward.
First down at the 42 for OU. Finch. And Finch stuck by Alway.
A little surprised Finch would be in there for that type of a run. He's much more of a space player. I would think that'd be much more of a Brennan Clay or Damian Williams type of action there. Tough, hard-nosed kid is Roy Finch. The size works against him at 5'7", 167.
2-yard pickup, 2nd and 8. Finch running right this time. Cuts it inside, great run, and a pick up a first down. He just sliced through the Texas Tech defense, and finally Will Smith and Austin Stewart brought him down.
See the difference on that run? Able to get to the side, find some space, foot in the ground, got decisive with his cut up field. Well done.
Finch again, high stepper. Roy Finch cuts it back and goes down at the 29. 18-yard gain. Bruce Jones with the saving tackle.
And somewhere Roy Finch is saying, I'll show you I can run inside. Look at that last run there. Fantastic.
Finch one more time. Outside. Stretches it. First down, and he lowers his head and says, yeah, I'm little, but I've got heart. Gain of 18 and 11 on the last 2 plays.
Give him a ton of credit. I question whether he should be in running inside runs. And the third run of this series was an inside run for big yardage. Roy Finch proving this guy wrong on that series.
Last week against Kansas, he had 93 all-purpose yards, 53 yards rushing on 7 carries. First down and 10 of the 18 for Oklahoma. Damian Williams, the pistol back. behind the Belldozer. And they give it to Williams. And Williams roughed up immediately as he crosses the line of scrimmage by Jackson Richards, the junior from Southlake, Texas.
Now, when they've run the ball this well, it sets up what for you? Play action. Remember earlier in the game, they ran it well, able to go play action. Jalen Saunders on an inside slant or seam route off of the play action.
Play fake. Underneath Miller.
Woo! They're playing some football in Oklahoma today. Miller, 6'2", 253, looking like Ronaldo Nehemiah. Yeah, he's looking like Ronaldo. Watch it here. Skeets as he steps over the attempted tackle by Bruce Jones.
And a handoff. Did they get it?
Yes!
What a drive by OU. Damian Williams with the touchdown. And the Sooners with a 34-24 lead.
Damian Williams with a touchdown. Roy Finch with the biggest runs to set it up on that drive.
And with 11:04 to go, OU takes an 11-point lead. 7 plays, 58 yards. They ate up 229. 6 runs on the drive. Only 1 pass. Cliff Kingsbury has to go to work now. Fox College Football is sponsored by KFC, the official sponsor of Couchgating. KFC plus football equals Couchgating. By Lowe's. Lowe's never stop improving. And by ADT. Always there. All right, let's take a look at today's 4-game summary.
When you look at the scoring, Oklahoma second and third quarter, as they've been all year long, very strong. Look at this, game delayed, over an hour to start. The young quarterback Davis Webb having a nice day except for the 2 interceptions. And Blake Bell, season high versus Big 12 opponents of 230 yards passing, including a 76-yard strike to Jalen Saunders.
Sooners send it away. And Jakeem Grant starts from his own goal line. Grant turns it up. And it's finally wrestled down to the 25. Aaron Colvin with the tackle on special teams. Oklahoma 75-1 at home under Bob Stoops when scoring 30 points, but the one loss was a 41-38 loss to Texas Tech in 2011. And it's Trey Millard, the injured Sooner.
He does everything for this team. Plays a bunch of special teams, in addition to being one of the best, probably their best, most versatile offensive player.
Trey Millard had to be helped off the field.
What a blow that is for Oklahoma because of everything he does, offense and special teams. He got rolled up on in the pile right there. Trey Franks trying to block, rolled up on him. It's like they're escorting him towards the locker room.
First down and 10 at the 24-yard line for Texas Tech. Trailing by 11. Davis Webb, deep drop, delivers, and Eric Ward with the catch. And look at how Davis Webb just stood in there under all sorts of pressure, knowing he was getting ready to take a lick.
And able to come back all the way across the field on his progressions and his scan. He started out to his right, worked the field that way, came all the way back to the left side and delivered.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Webb, Ward again, and he's chopped down but he picks up a first down. Gabe Lynn. Remember, Texas Tech trailed West Virginia by 11 in the third quarter last week in Morgantown. They trail by 11 now in the fourth, but they're playing Oklahoma.
And just remember, just tonight they were down 21-7 and came all the way back to take the lead.
A handoff, Washington. Washington dragging defenders with him. His forward progress will get him close to the 45. Jordan Wade finally brings him down. That's an 8-yard gain. Second and 2. Davis Webb lost one up for Ward, and he overthrew it. Eric Ward did have the step.
I know Oklahoma's modus operandi is to be what? Aggressive. Come up, play you hard on the corners. Be tough up there. I think now, let's see what Mike Stoops does. Show some of that, maybe back off a little because you want everything in front of you. Let Texas Tech bleed a little clock if they have to, moving the ball, but no big strikes. They get them right back in it.
Third down and 2 for Texas Tech. And here come the Sooners. Webb looking for a Mara, and they can't hold on. Quentin Hayes there defensively. That brings up 4th down. And the special teams unit has not come on as of yet.
How about Quentin Hayes here?
They're going to go for it.
That's a boss play right there, making the breakup.
Here's a boss move by Cliff Kingsbury, going for it on 4th and 2 at their own 45. This is a do-or-die play, folks. On the play clock. They snapped it. Webb goes up. Oh, what a catch at the 30-yard line. Jakeem Grant on 4th and 2. They get 25. Cliff Kingsbury, ice water in his veins.
And that ice water has been transferred to Davis Webb, too. How about him staying in there, making the throw? But it looked like man coverage, and he got over the top against Oklahoma again on the 4th and 2 play.
So a first down at the OU 31 for Texas Tech. Washington spinning. No. And he picks up a first down. DeAndre Washington, a gain of 12.
One thing about Cliff Kingsbury, he's very consistent, isn't he? He said they're going to play fast and loose and attack all the time and never back off. And he's a man of his word. 4th and 2, and he does it again.
First down at 10 of the 19. It out. Washington gets around the corner and out of bounds. At the 15-yard line, Hayes shoves him. And this area of the field is normally tailor-made for Jace Amaro. He caught a red zone touchdown last week.
And they got him on the backside of the formation as a true tight end.
7 catches, 106 yards for Amaro. 2nd and 6. Near side, Washington. And Zach Sanchez closing quickly.
Good play by Sanchez. Not fooled into coming off of coverage onto Amaro. Stayed with his responsibilities and came up and finished off the play.
Amaro lining up in the slot at the top of your screen. We'll get a free release off the line of scrimmage. Davis Webb looks for Amaro. Has him. Amaro still running. And he's down at the 1-yard line.
And look at how fast Texas Tech's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. They want to catch him disorganized, and they'll review this. It looks like he came down on the goal line.
Further review.
They may not need to run another play here. This very, very well may be the touchdown. But they were running to the line of scrimmage, hoping to catch Oklahoma disorganized and run a play fast and get the touchdown. But look at him carrying Jordan Evans, literally, and coming down, and that ball appears to be hitting the white stripe. Was his body down before is what they will have to determine. Here he comes. Extending. I think it's simultaneous. He's going down and the ball is hitting the goal line.
And I don't know about you, Charles, but football in general, it's become almost too precise.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is one of those times where you say to yourself,
it's a touchdown.
Give him the touchdown, or what you're also saying is, wouldn't it be nice to see someone get in the end zone without the ball hitting the goal line, and is that a touchdown or not? But I think this is a touchdown. See, I think that as he's going down, that ball is crossing the plane, and I think that they're going to take this call and reverse it.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands short of the goal line, 1st and goal.
Hey, take your shot, right? But now they're right there at the goal line, 1st and goal.
7 straight games for Jace with 8 catches or more. Michael Crabtree, the last man to do it, the great San Francisco 49er receiver who's hurt right now. So a 1st down and goal at the 1. Kenny Williams lines up as the deep back in the diamond formation for Davis Webb. And they'll give it to him, and it'll walk in. So it's 7:13 to go. 5-point game with the extra point coming.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 here to try and make it a field goal game.
And yes, they will. First attempt at a 2-point conversion this season. Davis Webb lines up in the shotgun. Here's Webb to throw it. Lofts it in the corner. Incomplete to Keith Grant. Broke inside, and the ball was thrown on his outside shoulder. But Texas Tech went for it on 4th down and 2. Got big yardage. Kenny Williams pays it off. 5-point ball game. Back after this.
How about these scoring runs today? This looks like a basketball game. Oklahoma 21-zip. Texas Tech fires back with a 17-0 run. Then Oklahoma answers again 14, and Texas Tech on the current 6-0 run. Press and run all day long. Looks like hoops in Billy Tubbs' heyday here at Oklahoma.
Red Raiders send it away. Ball picked up at the 10-yard line. And Vince, hard hitting going on as Blake Bell prepares to come back on the field.
Is that Ryan Ertzley? That's probably John White. They share a number. John White, 26, reserve defensive back with that hit. These double numbers, we have to be careful, don't we? We got to check it all the time.
Yes, indeed.
All right, no rant. I won't rant this time. I'll let it go.
What a big series for Blake Bell from his own 28. Quick strike outside. Sterling Shepard breaks a tackle and gets out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Jalen Saunders down now.
He was doing the blocking on the perimeter, and his blocking allowed that play to be completed. It floated out there a little bit. Took a little longer to get there than I'm sure they expected. If he doesn't hold his block, that play is at best broken up. At worst, it could have been picked off.
Saunders has had a wonderful afternoon. 6 catches, 153 yards, and 2 scores. He's on the bench now, though. 2nd and 4. Finch to Bester. Roy Finch, jitterbugging, and he picks up a first down at the 42. Trey Porter stops him. Downhill running right now for Roy Finch.
And the left side of the offensive line opened up a nice crease for Roy Finch to find. That's Adam Shedd, 74, left guard. Gabe Eichert in the middle, the center, the All-American. Tyrus Thompson, number 71. Nice job on the left side.
First 10 of the 42. And the handoff to Finch. Finch crying his way forward. Picks up 6. Bruce Jones with the tackle.
Last series, I talked about his size possibly being a liability inside.
Can't see him.
He may be hiding very well, and then he's going through with nice vision and strength to create extra opportunities for himself. I mean, you're right. Look at the treetops here. Over the top of Roy Finch. Good luck trying to find him back there. And then when you do, he packs a little wallop at the end of the run.
2nd and 4. Finch changes direction and picks up the first down.
That run was a vision run because he saw where the hole was created on the backside, and his eyes took his legs to the opening.
Finch, 7 carries, 59 yards. First down at the Texas Tech 47. Finch, oh my goodness. Wesley says, all right, little fella, we're going to put that to an end right now.
Watch Wesley right in the middle, working against Eichert and Bronson Irwin. They had Irwin pulling, and he came right through the gap where Bronson Irwin, number 68, danced out for the pull. And Wesley buries him in the backfield.
He'll lose 4 yards on the play. 2nd down, make it 2nd down and 14. Here's the handoff. And Brennan Clay will get to the 45. Kerry Hyder with the tackle, a 6-yard gain. So that makes it 3rd down and 8 at the 45. Timeout called by Texas Tech with 4 minutes to go. Tech with 1 timeout remaining. 35-30, big 3rd down coming up. Fox College Football is sponsored by Ford. Only Ford gives you EcoBoost, fuel economy, and a whole lot more. So here we go, folks. 35-30, OU with the lead. Sooners facing a big 3rd down and 8 at the 45 with 4 minutes to go. Blake Bell in the shotgun with Clay and Williams. Bell will throw it. Lets it go. Caught at the 30. Sterling Shepard went up and got it. And Blake Bell threw a sensational pass.
Remember, Jalen Saunders has been his go-to guy tonight. He's off the field after getting injured. And Sterling Shepard, as you just noted, went up and snatched that one out of the air for a monster first down. Looked like Lacoltan Bester was also in the vicinity, number 11, for the possibility of catching it.
First down at the 32. Oklahoma wants to bleed the clock now. Around the corner. Clay. Want to pick up a first down.
So Now it's a double-edged thing for Texas Tech. You can't let the clock bleed all the way out, first and foremost. And second, you give up nothing more than a field goal. Anything more than that, that's it. Field goal still gives you a chance to really tie a game with a touchdown and 2 points.
Clock still running. First down.
Let's see when they snap the ball too now. This is where you go ahead and the clock is on the run. You want to snap it inside of 5 seconds on your play clock, preferably around 3.
Tech with only 1 timeout left.
With the rushing yardage for Oklahoma in the second half.
And a timeout by OU. 2 timeouts left for Bob Stoops. His team up by 5. And welcome back, 35-30. 2:13 to go here in the 4th quarter. Oklahoma with the football at the Texas Tech 21-yard line.
See, the good thing for Oklahoma here, a field goal means you can't lose the game. It'll take a touchdown and 2-point conversion for Texas Tech to get there. And Honeycutt has been sensational during this season.
They hand it off to Clay. And Clay almost broke that one free. Austin Stewart brought him down. And Texas Tech uses its final timeout. Well, let's recap this game for you.
The onside kick after a score by Texas Tech led to some points. There's Jakeem Grant on a touchdown after that. But how about Oklahoma? They were challenged in a big way and came back in a big way. Looked like they had full control. And then here comes Texas Tech again. The touchdown run by the running back, Kenny Williams, puts us right where we are now at 35-30.
But this is the biggest play of the game coming up. Texas Tech out of timeouts. Oklahoma faced with a 3rd down and 2. If they pick up the 1st down here, pretty much the ball game.
And on this run, think of Texas Tech selling out on defense, bringing everyone. So if you're going to hand it off to someone, it's a big crowd. I would think Belldozer here and see if he can pick it up with his big frame.
Out of the shotgun. 3rd down and 2. They hand it off to Clay. Does he get it? No, he doesn't.
Running right to the teeth of Texas Tech's defense, but Oklahoma knows a field goal they can't lose. Now remember earlier in the game though, what happened? Texas Tech blocked the attempted field goal by Oklahoma.
So Bob Stoops, he has a decision to make. Does he go for it on 4th down to try to ice this game, or does he kick it?
I think he just goes ahead and runs the clock down, takes the timeout, and kicks it.
I don't know, Coach Stoops.
That was smooth, wasn't it?
It was smooth, but
right at the number.
You never know what he might do. Honeycutt is warming up.
Michael Honeycutt in 2011 missed a 28-yard field goal in this game against Texas Tech. The final margin of victory was 3 points. He said that miss has fueled him throughout the rest of his career.
He had a hot streak going coming into this game, hitting 10 straight, but his first attempt was blocked.
And that was the 50-plus yard attempt where you're going to kick the ball low because you have to drive it for the trajectory. Here, he'll have a chance to just pop it up high, kind of like that good wedge shot you hit on the golf course.
1 out of every 10. Davis Webb wants another shot at it. Here comes Honeycutt.
And regardless, he's going to get another shot at it. Just a matter of whether the margin is 5 or it's 8.
This one from 32 yards away from Michael Honeycutt. Some feel next year may be the best kicker in America.
Wow. They may be off the hook, and this could be it.
False start. Offense on the center. The center moved his head abruptly, causing the defense to jump. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
That's Gabe Eichert.
It's actually not Eichert there, Gus, because that is Austin Woods, the center for the extra point field goals.
So they'll move it back. This one now will be from 37 yards away. A little more dangerous for Michael Honeycutt. And he drills it. (38-30). OU with 1:17 to go. Now Davis Webb says, let's go, guys.
Nick Hodgson will be kicking off for Oklahoma, and he has a big leg. Coming into the game, 44 kickoffs, 30 were touchbacks. But he has kicked 2 out of bounds coming into tonight's game.
All right, we covered 53 yards to 12 plays.
Dangerous returner, Jakeem Grant.
So Nick Hodgson tees it up. At the 35, Jakeem Grant. Back deep. Also Bradley Marquez. And they'll take a knee. So with 1:17 to go, Texas Tech will start from the 25. Remember, they've scored touchdowns in 1 minute and in 50 seconds.
Everyone for Oklahoma on the last drive did their job. The offense went down, bled the clock down, drained all the timeouts from Texas Tech, kicked the field goal to go up 8. Nick Hodgson put it out of the end zone, so they got to start at the 25. Now it's on the OU defense, taking on the freshman Davis Webb and Texas Tech.
No timeouts for Texas Tech. Over 1,000 yards of total offense tonight for these two teams. First down for the true freshman at his own 25. Play fake. Webb. And he's sacked! Wow! Indule with the sack. And the clock keeps running.
Oklahoma can't celebrate too much and be disorganized and give up a big play after the sack by Indule.
Webb over the middle. And that ball dropped by Jason Morrow. Brings up 3rd down and 23. They're buzzing on the Oklahoma sideline. Everybody standing up in the lower bowl.
biggest plays in the second half in the pass game have come against Zach Sanchez, 15 for Oklahoma. I expect him to be challenged here.
Here's Webb. Underneath. Incomplete. Intended for Jakeem Grant. Thrown behind him. So that makes it a 4th down and 23 with 44 seconds remaining. The Texas Tech Red Raiders, ranked 10th in the nation, undefeated, do or die. Webb lets it go up top. Incomplete, no flags, and that'll do it. The Oklahoma Sooners. The defense holds. And they'll hand Texas Tech its first loss of the season. The Belldozer, what a game. And look at them celebrate here in Norman. The schedule coming up. OU with a bye next week. Then they'll get ready for Art Riles and the Baylor Bears with confidence.
That's a Thursday night game. Big ball game in the Big 12.
Blake Bell, victory formation for OU. And how about that? Oklahoma defeats Texas Tech 38-30. Big game Bob comes through. Remaining games next week. Cliff Kingsbury's squad at home against Oklahoma State, who defeated Iowa State this afternoon.
Got a long way to go before we decide a champion in the Big 12, don't we?
Certainly do. Bob Stoops undefeated at homes against Big 12 teams. Blake Bell from the second quarter on after a slow start. He completed passes downfield and guided this Oklahoma offense. The defense making some big plays, and the Sooners improved to 7-1, 4-1 in Big 12 play. Texas Tech now 7-1, 4-1 in the conference. The final score in Gaylord Family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. The Sooners 38, the Red Raiders 30. For Charles Davis and Christina Pink, I'm Gus Johnson saying thank you for joining us on Fox News Channel. Right now, we'll take you back to regular programming.